Okay guys, a lot has happened today with P. Diddy. We have to get into everything. Hey guys, it's Murad Morali, daily and consistent content. I'm back, fresh, trim. I've also got a mini mullet. I don't know what you guys think of this. It's very small. It's a very small mullet, guys. If you guys don't like it, I do apologize. But yeah, it's very small. But anyways, let's get into this video where a lot is happening with P. Diddy. Court sketches have come out. It's just a lot. These court sketches from onlookers and witnesses, they were shocked to see new updates from P. Diddy's visible appearance and how it just looks really bad. Sean Diddy Combs stunned onlookers during a court appearance on Wednesday with a dramatically slimmer frame and visibly grayer hair. The disgraced music mogul, who has spent months at the MDC, seems to be feeling the heat of his time behind bars as he preps for his trial in charges. This comes after Judge Arun dismissed a claim of a government leak regarding a 2016 video, which we spoke about. Sean P. Diddy Combs appeared much thinner and grayer. Journalist Elizabeth Milner, who attended Diddy's pre-trial hearing on Wednesday, described his transformation as astonishing. Not astonishing, noting the big difference between his once lavish lifestyle. He appeared just astonishingly thinner, which you can expect from his being inside a federal detention center for a couple of months now, she told Page 6. A lot of different from the luxury lifestyle he was living before, but he appeared noticeably thinner, and perhaps being locked up in the detention is beginning to wear on him. He appeared grayer a little bit, she observed, and Diddy has given up on his bid for bail ahead of the trial scheduled for May, despite repeated attempts by his legal team. All requests for his release have been denied, and the rapper has pleaded not guilty to all charges and is maintaining that verdict as of right now. Now, him looking thinner, grayer, I know that the food there is terrible, probably refusing to eat it, naturally losing weight in comparison to what he was basically eating before. Even during the COVID era, when he was doing FaceTiming with multiple celebrities, his hair looked grey, his beard looked grey. Of course, he wasn't grooming himself at the time because multiple barbershops, I assume, even where he lived, were closed. So I think there's a little replication of that we've already seen of P. Diddy, but in this case the court sketches are showing that he is much thinner, which means that he's basically refusing to eat some of the food and basically not going near it, or not eating as much of it. Probably isn't appetizing. There were reports of maggots in the food anyways, probably unhygienic, plates not washed, food smelling, food not to his liking, multiple reasons for why, but it definitely is a cause of concern for his health. And these court sketches are intriguing. My only question would be, what would these court sketches look like when the trial begins and when we begin to see Diddy over and over? But as you can see in this sketch, he does look very thin. His jaw is showing, you can see the hairline receding, quite grey, and of course, he is basically kind of hunched in. His family did come to support him, and I believe he did say to one of his sons, like, how are you? There was some kind of contact through, signs and looking over at each other. But of course, he is pleased that his children are still coming to support him. That's all you need to do as the children, do you understand? Because they were pissing me off. When he has his hearings, go there, support him physically, and that's all you need to do. You don't need to be putting up all these public posts talking about all the great times of P. Diddy, doing a reality TV show, all these happy birthday posts. You don't need to do any of that propaganda PR. It failed miserably, and it was also one of the reasons in court documents for why he even didn't get a bail. It didn't help him. So I feel like now they've been told to shut up, and they're basically understanding that and just going there silently to support him. I don't want to see any more statements as well from the family, because they fall on deaf ears, they never land, and they don't do anything for him. If you really want to help P. Diddy, shut up, go to the hearings, support him in silence. That's all you guys need to do. Point blank, period. Now, Diddy had a hearing, and I'm going to read out for you. It was actually very short, but this is basically the script. Judge Clerk says, we'll bring out the defendant in a moment. Check with Mr. Agnifilo. Okay, bring out the defendant. All rise. Judge says, good afternoon. AUSA Johnson says our investigation is ongoing. Judge Arun says, can you tell me how you are complying with the Brady obligations? AUSA Johnson says, we are endeavoring to get the information that they are requesting, including interrogations that we conducted. We've given files from victim 1, who is Cassie. Judge, what can you tell me about your ongoing investigation and any superseding indictment? The prosecution responds, I can't say much. We're mindful of the trial date. Any additional charges will have little discovery information. The judge says defense, and Diddy's lawyer says the pattern of racketeer activities is very vague. They allege multiple acts of arson and kidnapping. But what events? We anticipate a motion for a bill of particulars coming to the court. He continues, if what happened in Mr. Combs' bedroom was found to be entirely personal, we'd view that as a subject to Brady. Judge says, should I deny without prejudice in the request made, understanding that the government will engage in a dialogue with you? Diddy's lawyer says, we'd prefer you keep the motion open. We plan to expand it to asking for more specifics. The judge responds, based on what I've heard, there's going to be a dialogue. I'm willing to leave the motion open as long as you know I'm not ignoring it. The judge says, Diddy's lawyer, any other discovery issues? He says no. So the judge continues, on to the schedule. By January 3rd, provide the court with any updates on the motion schedule. The court's goal is to avoid any kind of surprise at the last minute. Let's meet March 17th. So 2 dates have been given to us. Everything is adjourned. The judge adjourns this. It was a very short hearing, but basically says that so on to schedule by January 3rd, provide the courts with any updates to the motions, and then they should be reconvening and meeting in March the 17th. So 2 dates. 2 dates, guys, are basically that we need to look out for. Very, very short hearing. But what it brings on to is the fact that Diddy could be facing a new indictment from the feds. What Deadline is reporting, and it's very serious. Looking at life in prison if found guilty in his trial, the much accused Sean Diddy Combs actually may be facing even more charges, prosecutors have admitted today. In a brief hearing before federal judge Arun over a variety of discovery issues, Assistant U.S. Attorney Emily Johnson told the court that she could not say much about the feds' ongoing investigation, as I've just read out to you, but remarking that the government had no plans to alter the set trial date. Johnson did note that any additional charges will have little discovery information. Whilst prosecutors in the recently resigned Damian Williams run's office have suggested further indictments could be coming, the almost casual way a superseding indictment was brought up today indicates that more charges are almost certain, otherwise noting that technology is fickle. AUSA Johnson promised the government would get more material to the defense as quickly as possible, and Johnson did say that all material and communications between victim 1, Cassie, and Combs has already been delivered to the rapper's legal team. Arrested by the NYPD on September 16th in a Big Apple hotel lobby, Combs is charged with multiple charges, as we all know. Funnily enough, this hotel that he was arrested in was also a hotel where he actually was accused of doing things with alleged victims as well. Now, one of the lawyers who is representing these 3 alleged victims spoke out, and this is a completely different lawyer. It's not Douglas Wigdor, it's not Tony Busby, it's somebody else, and he basically said that his 3 alleged victims, the question was, why are they coming anonymous? He said that he, as a lawyer, was threatened. And so as of right now, whilst Diddy is in prison, who is threatening him? Who is part of Diddy's network that is still working and threatening him? This is why this man was refused bail multiple times, because his power goes beyond him. He has manipulation and power still over many other individuals despite his current scenario and situation. So for this lawyer to come out and say that we've chosen to go anonymously, basically what Tony Busby was doing with his, clients as well, is basically because he wants to protect their identities, and also because they have been threatened, and he has been threatened. So this is the separate lawyer. He's got 3, people that he's, representing. So it's really not been a good day for P. Diddy at all. He's noticeably getting thinner, not eating properly, jawline showing, grayer hair, receding hairline, and it just looks very unpleasant and down. And we've of course had this hearing, and of course it represents the fact that not just a superseding indictment is coming his way, but that he could also face multiple additional charges outside of a superseding indictment as well. So it's not looking good. I wanted to give you guys a gist of everything that has taken place today, everything that you guys need to know in less than 10 minutes in regards to P. Diddy. Before I leave you guys, actually was another topic that I just remembered that I wanted to add, was that Diddy, basically there's been an exclusive US Weekly, and it says Diddy is trying to stay positive for the first Christmas behind bars, details of his holiday meal, more, and exclusive, basically saying that he's trying to, be happy, considering that he's spending Christmas without his family and that he's very down. Now, I'm not going to read out this entire exclusive US Weekly article. It's very evident that Diddy's team or PR or whoever is still working for this man has given this information to US Weekly for free because, they need some good PR. What this does is it implies empathy that we should feel for him for the fact that he is trying to be positive and spending Christmas time alone, bad meals, very down, and etc. And I'm not falling for it, to be honest with you. So I don't want to read out the entire article. But of course, inside Diddy's Christmas behind bars, and of course any magazine would take this on, and this exclusive, because everybody is currently discussing what is going on with P. Diddy. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do subscribe, send us super thanks if you guys wish to. There's a $sign there. You can send whatever you want. They definitely go a long way. Have a great day, and a lot more videos are coming, so please stay tuned. A lot is happening, guys. So much. I'm trying to get it out to all of you guys in less than 10 minutes so that we all are updated. Subscribe if you guys want to, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.